Hey guys, and welcome to my channel and to this video. Today I was thinking we could be painting a pine forest in a jar, and I will be using this block of paper from Clairefontaine. So I decided this time I will not put down the washi tape on the edges because I won't be painting all the way to the edges, so I do not actually need it. I did make my sketch on just a regular printing paper, and now using a graphite paper trace it onto my watercolor paper, and that what I was using right now was kneaded eraser that I use usually to pick up the excess graphite from my watercolor paper. Of course, the sketch will be available for download, so there is a link down in the description box. Go ahead, check it out, go to my website and download the sketch for yourself if that is what you like. And afterwards I've pre-wetted the paper, and you could have seen I did not go over to the edges because, as I said, I won't be painting to the edges, and then just picked up just a little bit of black and just a little bit of bluish color, and then added here and there on the background and also in my mason jar where the pine tree forest will be. In the upper part you can see a couple of colors I will be using. I did make one mix of this dark blue color, then something like turquoise blue, and also some yellowish color, a little bit brownish, and this one, the last one, is actually black but with added just a little bit of brownish color. When finished with my background, I decided to leave it to dry completely, and when it did dry completely I moved on to painting the inside of the mason jar, and I started with the sky, and as you could have seen I've added that blue color to the sky, and also a little bit of that turquoise blue, and also on the lower part where the snow is going to be I also added just a light wash because that part I will be leaving lighter, and the upper part where the sky is I will be painting darker. So I am, especially that left side, that is the part that I do want it to be the darkest, so that is the place where I'm adding also the most of the darkest colors. Also for the sky I did use that brownish mix, and I will be using also the yellow because I do want a lot of colors, different colors in my sky. Maybe it's not believable, but why not? It is a sky in a mason jar, so I decided to add a little bit of brownish and a little bit of yellow color to the sky also. Brush that I'm using right now is from the Lebenzon series brushes. It is a synthetic brush, and I really do love this brush. It just goes a long way. It has an awesome pointy tip, snaps back so perfectly, and also it can, as I said, hold quite amount of water and go long way. So I do like it for precision work and this very thin lines, as I said, but you can also pick up quite amount of the paint with it and add it on your paper, and you don't have to go just back all the time to pick up the paint, pick up the water. Now I've just did a couple of more details to the sky, added a little bit of the darker color because, you know, as the paint dries it becomes lighter, so just keep that in mind. And also I've picked up that mix of black and brownish color to paint in the pine trees, and these one are we're gonna dry, and they will be looking like as they are a little bit further in the distance, a little bit out of focus, so they will be slightly blurred. Also adding a little bit more of brown, a little bit more of turquoise blue, a little bit more of yellow to the sky because I do want the sky to be quite dark. Afterwards I left it to dry completely, and then adding a little bit more of the paint to the lid of my, the upper part of the mason jar, because I've painted in those lines, and now I do want that part also to have some colors on it, and I did add a little bit of black, a little bit of blue, and a little bit of yellow color to that part. Also I'm adding a little bit of yellow to the snow because I like how it looks. It's just the snow is slightly reflecting those colors from the sky, so I added a little bit of blue a little bit earlier, and now I've added also a little bit of that yellow color. And right now, again, with that brush that has beautiful pointy tip, I'm painting in the pine trees, and I did quite speed this up. If you do like to see a little bit more detailed tutorial on how to paint pine trees, I will link it down in the description box. I do have a couple of videos where I did paint pine trees a little bit slower and maybe with more details. So if you do want to learn and practice painting pine trees, go ahead, check those videos out. Also, I'm adding a couple of birdies in my mason jar on the sky, and I thought that will just complete the entire impression. A little bit more of white gouache sprinkles on top of it all, and I did leave it to dry, and as it was drying I was just looking where I do need a little bit more details, so I did add a little bit more details here and there onto my painting and also to the background. It dried very light, so I did want to make it slightly darker, so I added that brownish color, also some blue color in the lower part, and for some reason that is unknown to me either, I did wanted to make that part upper left corner bleed slightly, so I did smudge it slightly with my brush and let that black paint bleed there. And also when it dried, I've just made that corner a little bit sharper, and as I said, a little bit more details, a little bit more sprinkles, and with that I'll be finishing off this painting and of course this video. Thank you guys a lot for watching. I hope you like it, maybe gave you some inspiration and some idea what to paint. And if you do like it, please hit the like button, share it, comment, and if you haven't still, please do subscribe to my channel. That would really mean a lot to me. Maybe consider joining my channel. And thank you to all of my channel members. Thank you so much for joining. I really do appreciate that very much. And again, thank you so much for watching, and I hope I'll see you next time. Bye!